Gather your Ewoks and ambush the trespassers on the forest floor. Succeed and earn shards for C3PO. Now, this is recommended for level 50 plus. Contact Protocol, legendary event at your nearby YouTube channel. And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and this is not going to be a large stream or a long stream. It's going to be showing my Ewoks, doing the event. I'm going to do tier 5, hopefully 6. I highly doubt we'll be able to do 7. Pretty confident in that. But we're going to attempt Contact Protocol and see how I do on my Scissorman account. When I did this on my main account, all my Ewoks were gear 12 because we were using them against First Order at the time. And so they were gear 12, and so that just kind of is what it is. So I don't really know how hard the event is. I've heard about it. I've heard from a lot of people. It's very difficult. So I am excited to be able to do it with a kind of a free-to-play perspective. And I already did the first 4 tiers because, well, I didn't want to waste anyone's time. I do want to go in and show you my Ewoks so you can see where they're at. And I've spent the last, well, better part of almost 4 months working on them. And these top 5 are obviously the top 5 I'm going to do. And I've got the Chief Chirpa Zeta. They're all 7 stars and they're all gear 10. So that's really important. 7 stars gets you in to the 7th tier. A gear 10 is like minimum to unlock, really. I've seen it with less, but mods make a huge deal. Like really good mods can make up an entire level of gear. Kind of crazy enough. So I've got the Zeta, got gear 10. Got 7 stars. There's no way I can get any of these to gear 11. Too much stuff. Look at their abilities really quick so you can kind of see what I did and what I didn't do. His abilities are maxed except for his basic. All it provides is extra damage. Now, you do need that extra damage, but I'm trying to get to another Zeta, and so I haven't spent these Omegas. And his mods show tenacity and speed. The problem is I have a really good set of mods for Arena, and they're all like 6E. I've like tweaked them all to get to 6E, and so I can't use them in these events. And so I have to kind of steal my average mods off of other people like my CLS and, you know, Han and Chewie and characters such as that. So I just tried to kind of add as many stats as I could. You can see I got 82 speed. I mean, this is not significant. 4,000 health, 4,000 protection, a little tenacity add, some damage. Honestly, these are not very good mods, but again, a new account, 6-month-old account, it's really hard to have like amazing non-6E mods. So hard to have amazing mods, period. Logray, I have all of his abilities maxed except for his unique. This is a Zeta, and you don't need it. Wicket, everything's maxed except for his Zeta, which you don't need. And then Gorilla Strike. I really actually probably should do this because Wicket and the target get critical damage up, and he needs that. So there's a chance I'm going to throw this on today and screw my Zeta a little bit longer. Same thing. I've got his abilities maxed except for Diversion, which is really important, and then Galvanize, which is a turn meter thing. So turn meter is a big deal, and yeah, I don't know. This is turn meter and cooldown. I don't have enough to do all 3 abilities, so the extra damage and the cooldown to 3 would be probably pretty good from 4 down to 3 on this ability. So I might waste my Omegas today on a couple of these abilities. And then I don't have Elder's Basic for the damage either. And actually, it only adds 15 damage, which isn't a huge deal. And then it gives extra turn meter for non-Ewok allies, which does not matter in this event, obviously. And then we're not using him. So I think, as much as I hate to ruin my ability to put another Zeta on another character, I think I am going to go ahead and put, while I am thinking about it, the Gorilla Strike on. And we're gonna do either Diversion, the extra damage and cooldown, or the Galvanize with the extra turn meter and cooldown. And I think we're going to do Galvanize. This is a really big deal because it's a Dispel, it's extra turn meter, and it brings it from 5 to 4. So we're going to do this one. And unfortunately, Diversion is really good, but we're just going to have to deal with the fact he's not going to do that as much. So that's my team. They're all Gear 10, 7-star, average mods, 1 Zeta, level 85. So let's go take a look at the event and see how we do. Now, again, I did the first 4 tiers, so we didn't have to waste time. And really quick before we get going, let me look at your questions just to make sure there's nothing that you guys are trying to hit me up on. Otherwise, we'll move through. Tony just asks, how would you mod C3PO? Because he just unlocked him. And really, C3PO is an assist. So with an assist character, you want like supports to be basically fast. You can make them, healthy with health and protection, so they stick around, and with health, speed secondaries. But a support character is there to do as much as they can to help the team at hand. And the more they go, the more they help. They're not about doing damage. They don't even really have to be that tanky or anything. Obviously, the more health and protection, the longer they'll last, especially when you're going against like AoE, which is area of effect characters who hit everybody, like Revan and stuff. You definitely want to have them tankier so that they're not one shot. But people ignore C3PO for the most part. So really, it's just about speed. And I hate to say that, but anytime you have a support character, we're talking about a lot of the leaders or the support characters like Wat Tambo or C3PO, it's all about just getting them to take as many turns as possible. So it says I have to be level 85, gear 10 plus, and I have to have, obviously Ewoks at 5-star or higher. I have all of that, and I'm pretty confident we're going to win. Now, when you're going into this event, one of the things you want to note is whether or not Chewie goes stealth or not. If he goes stealth, it's a very difficult battle. If he doesn't go stealth, it's a much easier battle. So don't be afraid of resetting the event until you get the initial salvo, which is like the opening, how they like beat you up, the way you want it. If you're losing characters right off the bat, just keep restarting until you don't lose a character. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this event, so nub nub. Bink. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this event today. We're going to do this tier, unlock him, and then we're going to try at 6. I'm not sure if we're going to have what we need. Their opening salvo is this. What they're doing right here is what we would call an opening salvo, and it's about basically surviving this. And if you see... Wow, this is just for 5 stars. This is crazy. Look at all those exposes, man. Okay. And he's tanking, so this is difficult because with this, you dispel the buffs on the target enemy, and you need to do this. But this one, it's going to deal damage to the target enemy, inflict speed down, and he gains taunt. And we don't necessarily want or even need the taunt. And then this one dispels all debuffs on him and the other ally. The problem is I really need to get rid of all those buffs, so we're going to sadly have to do the basic to do that. Yikes. And then we're going to go ahead and attack. And the thing is with Poplu's basic is we're going to be able to take all the buffs off of Chewie. And we really need to kill Chewie as fast as possible. And we're going to come over to R2-D2. He's a problem. So we're going to remove turn meter with Hypnotize. Okay. And I've got it on 1x speed. I wondered why it was like going super, super slow. And this dispels all debuffs on all allies, so this is really good. What we want to do is come back over here, though, get the cleanse, and let's go ahead and give this to our attacker. And a special, puts retribution up. We're going to do the middle attack because it gives everybody turn meter, okay? Now we're going to stealth Elder because we need Elder to survive. And we could have called Poplu, just so you know, Poplu would have dispelled that taunt, and we need actually to do that. So let's do a basic. This is where a fast Poplu makes a big difference. Now we're going to go basic. As soon as Chewie is down, we're going to be a lot better off. Let's do a basic. We can taunt. He's got retribution, so that's pretty good. Well, he lost the retribution. We'll just do a basic. He taunts. Yeah. This one, you don't, obviously it revives. We haven't lost anyone. We don't want to use it because it's only good every 7 turns. But if you're in really good shape, it actually calls Ewoks to assist and stuff. So it's one of those that is kind of a keep it in your back pocket. And we're going to lose somebody, but we can bring them back to life. And let's just go ahead and do the mass call to assist. We've submitted him almost. Let's finish him off. Let's go over here and remove turn meter with hypnotize. And let's cleanse everybody. And now we need to go after the damage dealer. Let's stealth our elder. There we go. And the other 2 are under stealth, and it really is just about, and that's okay. We can bring them back to life. The unlock of C3PO is definitely going to happen. He's going to be called to assist. And let's do another attack assist. There we go. Let's get some turn meter for the whole team by hitting everybody. Let's do a basic. And like I said, 5-star was a for sure thing. I am not sure about 6-star. It's going to take probably an act of God because of my mods not being so good. And you can worry about C3PO at the end. He's the only one that really doesn't do a whole lot. The irony is he's the only one left standing, yet in a real battle, if he's the only one left standing, he just disappears. So there we go. On my first attempt, we were able to get a 5-star. Pretty awesome. I am sure over the next, I think the event's 7 days, I can try to get him 6 stars. It's going to take a lot of RNG, a lot of practice, a lot of time, a lot of good just synergy to get him 6 stars. And I'm really confident I'm not able to get a 7-star. But let's go ahead before I leave and get a 6-star. Let's attempt a 6-star. And basically what they're saying is you really need to be able to put high damage down really fast. Their suggestion is Wicket, which is who we have in here. We have the perfect team, by the way. You can do this without Wicket, and you can put in the Scout. The Scout does a lot of damage. In fact, I have seen the Scout do more damage than even Wicket, but Wicket has more usability. And then the other, Tebow, honestly, I've seen people do it with Tebow, but that is absolutely not suggested. So we're going to try 6-star really quick. Side note, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but my stream yesterday and my stream today, I have not had any issues whatsoever. We just lost Elder, so we're going to have to start over. I had my internet provider out, and I talked to them about my internet, and I told them, this should not be an issue. 100 megs up and down, I should be golden. There should be no issues. Even if it was like 20 up and 100 down, I should have 0 issues with live streaming, and everything on my side looks perfect. What's going on? So they came out and checked on the internet, and they, lo and behold, found out that they had basically a bad switch, is what they're saying, kind of outside of the community, and it was causing basically internet to be throttled accidentally, is what they're saying. Kind of love that. And anyway, they supposedly fixed it, and I have no issues yesterday after they fixed it, and I've had no issues today. So I am hoping that moving forward, we won't have any issues like we've had from time to time in the past. All right, we're just going to retry this. And as long as I don't lose Elder, which it looks like that's who they're programmed to attack. Because if you lose Elder, you're not able to bring anyone back to life. So, and you have to. So what I will probably have to do, aside from just doing this, what I'm doing, going back and forth, is I will probably have to try and put as much protection, crazily enough, on Elder so he survives. And there they go. They go after Logray. So we're going to lose someone, but that's okay because we have Elder, and Elder's really kind of the big deal. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually stealth Elder, okay? And he won't, even though he has Retribution, he won't hit us back because we're both going to be stealthed. And that's okay. We could have called Poplu to dispel that, but I really want to protect Elder. We're going to go ahead and revive, and calls him to assist. And now we're going to remove turn meter and daze. What we don't want is them assisting each other. And then we're going to go ahead and go after R2-D2. He's a bit of a problem. And let's see. Trying to decide on who I'm going to target. Let's do Chirpa. Let's get some buffs up. Everyone's under stealth, so we're kind of at an impasse. We really need to target other people. Here's going to be a hit for everyone and give everyone turn meter on my side. And let's put this up. This is a good buff because Foresight's great. We're not going to taunt quite yet because, well, he has Retribution. So why not? Because he can hit back. Oh, ouch. Okay. And we have to do a basic. He's going to hit back. And we need that. We need that ability to take that taunt off. But we can kill him. As long as we can bring these two back to life. Elder just needs to stay alive long enough. Okay, so now we can come over here. Man, we got to bring him back to life. Let's do this. Let's cleanse. Ooh, no. Don't go after him. Han Solo is a problem. We're going to remove his turn meter. Let's daze everybody, or attempt to. Let's come back to Chewie. We really need Poplu back in here. Poplu is our salvation. Let's stealth Elder. He's almost about to die. There we go. We have submitted 2 of them. Let's go ahead and throw. Remember, the restarts are... All right, we got to go after Han Solo. The burns are a real problem, but if we can get... Wow, we're 1 away from a revive. Okay, we're almost there, you guys. We're almost there. Man, my damage dealer is not doing much damage at all, which is a problem. Really need him to... Okay, revive and attack. Go! All right, let's put up some buffs. I need that Foresight. Let's stealth my Elder. Keep him alive. There we go. Now let's get C-3PO. Or R2-D2. There we go. I'm just talking random. I don't have any debuffs, so let's do a basic. Basic. He healed on that. That was fun. Let's remove turn meter and daze. There we go. And I can't believe it. This is, we did what, 3 restarts? 3 restarts, and that was it for a 6-star. Let's cleanse everyone off. And basic. And a mass attack. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. We'll do another turn meter for everyone. Get rid of, that's good. Poplu was the one to assist. Gets rid of all his buffs. And I got to tell you guys, this feels pretty good. A 6-star. I'm pretty confident that... oops, clicked the wrong guy. I'm going to get these guys with full health and tons of buffs. There was a crit finally. Whop, whop. And let Wicket finish him off. There we go, you guys. Victory! All right, so we've got him 5-star unlock. We did 3 resets, and we found a really good intro to Tier 6. Once we got the good intro to Tier 6 on our 4th attempt of Tier 6, we were able to just one-shot it on our first attempt after the initial salvo. And 7-star, I already know, is going to probably be impossible, but I will continue to make attempts. Not today. This would take probably 2 hours minimum, but I will throughout the week make a few attempts. And if I can get the right opening where basically they target low gray or Poplu or whatever, if I can do that and I survive that, what I just did, I can do again. The damage output on Wicked, I'm going to have to try and get a little higher, and I'm going to have to get a little bit more health and protection on Elder, and then I'm just going to have to replay until they kill someone other than Elder. You'll notice they kind of go after Elder pretty good, so that's it. But you know what? I knew I was going to get 5. I was unsure about 6. Let's see really quick before I leave where I'm at. By the way, I got some crystals, man. I'm at almost 500 crystals. That's great. That was a couple hundred crystals earned through that event. All right, let's activate this bad boy. And I only have about 4 million credits, not enough to max him out. Kind of surprised they didn't give me, credits enough to do that. Let's promote him. And I got a 6-star. 6-star is great. The only benefit to a 7-star is you can use it in the heroic raids and the heroic events that require 7-star. That's it. Any type of PvE that requires a 7-star is the only reason why you would want him 7-star. And so of course I want him 7 stars, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. Let's see, 74. 3.1. Okay, I think we can do that. 74. Level 74 on day 1. That's not shabby. Really quick, Zem420 donated a few bucks. Thank you very much. He says, one of my favorite YouTubers, bring on the Rex Brownies. Inside joke. If you know what Rex Brownies are, that is a Force Canada joke for sure. Yeah, that's actually back from story time a minute ago. This is why, okay, so really quick before I go, this is why I love the whenever they recognize they need to fix something in the game and make it better. They call it a quality of life update. And a quality of life update is something that just makes the experience a little easier, more fun, not so cumbersome. One of the things was they would make us click on every single piece of gear. Super annoying. Now, if you have it all, you simply click upgrade one time and bada bing, bada boom. Do it again. And hopefully I can get him up to, I'm missing a few pieces, not a big deal. But I can get him up to gear, I'm hoping 6 or 7 today. And then I'm going to work on him. I'll leave him in my favorites. And my goal is to get him to gear 9 minimum. I don't really need him past gear 9 for now. So I'm just going to shoot to that gear 9 part, and then once I'm at gear 9 I'll be good, and then I'll just passively level him up with gear over time. But gear 9 kind of gets him to that level of durability where he'll actually survive if he's in a battle. I'm happy because it's now just one more character for my rebel team, so when I'm going into Grand Arena and whatnot, I'm able to take away someone like maybe Old Ben out of that team, and I can bring Old Ben into another, like a Jedi team or something like that. So it kind of gives me more flexibility, which is kind of the whole point. But anyway, I don't want to keep you guys too long. I don't want to keep the video on too long. I just wanted to showcase the event, unlock C3PO and whatnot. So I'm going to have some fun. Headed off to work here in a few, but I appreciate all of you guys coming on board, checking this out. It's possible, you guys, to get a 5 and a 6 star with barely gear 10 with medium average to average mods. Play it and play it right. There's more than one way to skin a cat with these events, but the logic I talked through on this video is pretty sound logic, and I did talk about when I did or didn't do something, what I should have done. So hopefully you don't always do as I do. Sometimes you do as I do, and other times do as I say, and it should help you out. Remember, if you start off on this event and you're losing people like your Elder, it's kind of pointless. Just start over. Just immediately. Don't even play it. Just immediately restart. And once you restart it, you noticed I restarted it 3 times. And on the 4th attempt, it was just perfect setup for me to go ahead and run through and win. And it worked pretty well. So hopefully you guys, this helps you get your 5 or 6 star and possibly 7th star. I think I can do a 7 star with gear 11. So the next time around, I'll probably have it ready to rock and roll. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming on board. As always, keep your gaming on. Warrior out.